If you would like to get this month's crystal reading for your sign for download and purchase, please click on the Vimeo link below this video in the Show More section, or visit my website, theluckymermaid.com, and the links for these videos are posted on the most recent video page. Please be sure to check out my other psychic readings for each zodiac sign I have available there as well. Thank you so much. Wish you many blessings and peace.
Hi Capricorn, I'm Pam, and welcome to your Psychic Tarot reading for July 2016. This month I laid out the 5-card Rainbow Tarot spread for you using the Robin Wood Tarot deck. And remember, these are general readings, and to get a reading with details pertaining specifically for you, you would need a private reading. This recording is for Capricorn Sun, Capricorn Ascendant, and Capricorn Moon. Please be sure to watch your rising sign and your moon sign to gain more insight and information, because some months they will resonate more for you than your sun sign will. All that being said now, Capricorn, on to your July reading. The first card you have that shows up here could be you, Capricorn. You have the Knight of Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles to me would be an earth sign male. This could be a Capricorn, a Taurus, or a Virgo sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. Females can come up as knights, so don't be thrown that it's a knight. You could still be the Knight of Pentacles if you're a female. I feel some of you Capricorns have a gravitational pull towards someone very strongly that you recently met. I feel it was kind of out of the box for you and unexpected, and I pick up sparks flying. So, wow, that's good news for you, because you guys always tell me I don't ever get anything about romance. I'm happy that's what came up through the card symbolizing you. I hear that you're going to come to some conclusion. If you're a single Capricorn, you're going to draw a line in the sand and you're going to say this relationship gets married or it's done. I feel you're so convinced about this person that it's got to be all or nothing. I don't see you wanting to do anything wishy-washy here. You've got, like, sparks flew for you in this relationship. Now, if you haven't met, you either recently met them, you're meeting them right now in July, or, you know, maybe this is coming up for you, but it's really coming in strong, Capricorn, that sparks are going to be flying, and this is the real deal to you, and it's serious, and you're going to want to make something happen with this relationship. Some of you Capricorns are going to start learning a different language, another language. Now, maybe the person that you're interested in and you meet maybe speaks, you know, a different language, or, you know, they're bilingual and you want to learn their language. I don't know, but it's coming up. Many of you Capricorns will want to learn another language. If you had any recent family upheavals that were where bickering was going on or something with some fighting, I feel that things are starting to settle down now. You may have had some like family upheaval going on there for a little bit, and I get that it's kind of getting reset back to the way it used to be before it, almost like it didn't happen. It's kind of funny because I feel like with what went on, it's kind of weird for it to go back to that phase, but that is what I see happening for a lot of you Capricorns. Some of you may be getting invited to be a guest speaker or an MC for some event or some kind of spokesperson. Maybe you know somebody on PBS that's going to say, can you come on and can you be on TV and speak or say or do something or MC it? I don't know. I pick up some funny things about this. So I feel like if you are the person or people that this applies to, I do feel you're to use your wit and humor, but also to use it wisely based on the audience you're dealing with. So that also comes up here, Capricorn. So the next card you have that shows up here is a relationship card, Capricorn. You have 6 of Cups. And 6 of Cups to me is a card that symbolizes two people that have been in a past life reincarnational relationship with each other, and that you're in this lifetime, you came back together, and it's to solve karma. Now, the karma might be you're supposed to be with them to the end of your days, or the karma might be you come together, you guys argue, end up, breaking up, but you solve karma in the relationship in some manner. It can also symbolize children or fond childhood memories. I pick up a few things with this, but firstly, I pick up some people coming together to honor something. This could be a wedding. It could also be a funeral. Like, I feel like people or someone are getting honored. This is coming up in July. If you're somebody that sells anything, this is going to sound like the weirdest thing ever, honestly. Please no emails that it's how weird it is. I feel that you are going to have the opportunity where you could sell your wares or sell something about yourself that you offer or do at this event or gathering, and that would be, it's like weird. It's like you hold off. Don't do anything like that. I don't know. I'm kind of conflicted. I don't feel, it sounds bad to me all the way around, but I'm also picking up like, just be judicious and use your words carefully and wisely. If you say anything about the services you provide or the things that you sell, if you go to a gathering, you may be able to actually promote what you're doing in an offhand way and make it not look like you're doing it. But you have to really be careful of how you're doing it, because you could look like a used car salesman at a funeral. This sounds bad. I don't know. So you have to be careful about what you talk about. If people ask you, then you can say, oh, well, I do this, and you can find ways to working in, and it doesn't look like you're trying to promote yourself, because looking like you're trying to promote yourself would not look good at that juncture. This also comes up to represent that there's some sweetness developing in a relationship. Something is happening. Something is developing here. So some of you are making some kind of contract with someone. Now, this could be a soul contract. It doesn't mean it's a marriage contract. It could be that. It could also be contracts of other sorts, but it's coming up in a relationship sense. It's also showing entering of a different phase of a relationship. So it's, if you're already in a relationship and you're not betrothed, you are going through some kind of transition where the relationship's amping up to the next level, I feel. So that's all the meanings that came up with the Six of Cups. The crowning card is the Chariot, which is having to make a decision or a choice between two things or two directions or paths. It can also indicate travel, journey, a journey, and it can also indicate change. I see the Chariot as somebody that's actually coming in bearing good news to you, bringing good news, good tidings, good words. It could be announcing a birth of a child in your family. It could be something like that. If you've been waiting for a job opportunity to open up, I feel for some of you Capricorns, that's the word, the news that's coming to you, that a job you applied for or a job you were hoping for has opened up. It could even be if you put a bid in on a house and you were hoping to get it, or you were hoping to sell a house and you were waiting to hear the offer you wanted. It can go in those directions too here, Capricorn, but first and foremost, it comes to me like somebody coming and messaging you very good news about something that you've been looking forward to and hoping would happen and come to fruition for you. I feel some of you are going to be feeling like you're looking through a needle looking for a needle in a haystack. I see you going through all these things, trying to find something. I feel like you're desperately looking for something. For some of you, this is something of value. It could be a credit card, it could be a checkbook, but it could also be, a family heirloom or something of value, because I see you like looking through everything, trying to find it. I feel like you are going to find it eventually, but I don't feel it's going to be in the time that you're looking for it. It could be it could be like a year from now it turns up. I hate to say that to you, so don't be upset. Uh, I feel it's something you can make do without. I don't feel it's something that your life depends on that you have it. It's not a hardship. But just know if you lost something of value, I do feel that you're going to find it, but I really don't feel you're going to find it when you're looking for it. It's going to be underneath something in a faraway place that's not even going to make any sense to you how it got to where it is. Like, I feel like it might be in a closet, underneath a suitcase, or in a suitcase pocket, or but it's in something you don't think you put this in at all. You don't even make sense to you why it's there. It might not even be your bag or your thing that it got put in, so you're not even going to look for it. So think on that. Think on that, Capricorn, because that's a weird message. I don't usually get messages like that in the YouTube readings. I do see many of you Capricorns having some sparkling ingenuity that comes into your mind and that you're going to create something out of it. It could be a play you're going to write or a story or create some great song. I don't know what it is, but I see massive inspiration, and many of you Capricorns going to be creating something, and it's coming up in the July reading, so I feel they mean now, or soon. So here the next card is Seven of Rods, and Seven of Rods to me is keeping back negative forces and energies coming at you, holding back negativity or shutting the door on it completely. And it could be negative communications or work-related things because it is the card of Rods or Wands. I feel some of you in the past 6, maybe even 9 months ago, 6 to 9 months ago, some events have occurred or changes that I feel have really got you unsettled recently. Like it's been affecting you. You've gone through a lot of changes, and because I feel like you've not been as settled or stable like you normally are. You feel disrupted to me, off balance, off kilter. But I feel it's from events that have already happened. Preceded you. Like this is the aftermath reaction. I feel. I see you putting something to a halt. I feel some of you, if there's been any court proceedings, you put it to a halt somehow. Maybe you were the one starting it so you can stop it kind of thing, or like a divorce, like calling it quit, like halting that. I see you putting something to a halt, or some of you are are finding that your job is too much, and you're like, you know what, I'm calling it quits at a job. It could be that. I just see you putting the brakes on something so strongly. It really comes up first and foremost, honestly, is changing your job, stopping your job and changing your job. I feel like for some of you Capricorns, this comes at a great stress and struggle to you, because I feel that you've worked very hard to get to the spot you are, or to, whatever the situation is. But I feel like there's some reason you are certain now you have to let it go. You can't do it anymore. So it's like, I don't see you changing your mind, but I see it wasn't like a snap, here today, gone tomorrow. I feel like you put a lot of energy into this whole situation, but I do see you putting a stop to it. And again, for many of you, I really do feel like it's a work-related, a job. That's what it feels like to me first. Some of you may be overhauling everything in your life and gaining a second wind and moving out of your state, or making some kind of move, because I do pick up a move for many of you, and it feels like a lot of structural changes connected to do with this move. It's like better suited for you to go to where you are going, or where you've recently moved. But I get it's more structured for your success, to make things better and easier for you to succeed. So however that applies to you, Capricorn, it's going to be different for all of you. And always remember, if these messages I get are not making sense to you for your sun sign, please go watch your rising sign or your moon sign, because your messages may be coming to you in those signs. So here, the last card, Capricorn, all of you that want to get mad at me about relationships, for Capricorns, you've got the Four of Rods. And the Four of Rods to me is a card that symbolizes marriage. Now, this could be about you getting married. It could be about the marriage you're already in. It could be you attending a wedding or throwing a wedding for one of your children. That could be that. It can also indicate success in springtime. I got the weirdest message ever. People that are bipolar acting are dropping like flies, and you're moving back to what you knew to be familiar. Wow, that was a really weird statement. I feel what they mean by that is maybe you tried a relationship with somebody that was, and maybe you've had more than one, where the person really had a lot of emotional swings, or the whole relationship was like one big bipolar emotional swing, and you're stopping all that, and I feel like you're going back to either someone you knew before or an area where you knew people before, to try to reconnect with your roots or regain something from your past that seems to have gotten away from you. And I feel the strongest that this is about romantic relationship connections. I don't feel it's so much like friendship or work, although that could be here too, but it really comes up very strongly as romance. I also hear there's something to be said for having the last laugh. And that the thing that's really good here is that, you know, when someone wins, and I feel that you're going to win. You're winning something you wanted. Now, again, I get it, a relationship sense. I feel there's somebody you've had your eye on, or you had desires for, or were hoping to connect with, or get a relationship going with, or even for it to go further to the next level if you were already with them. I feel like you win. You get your way. Whatever it was you wanted to see happen is now going to happen. That's how it comes up. Maybe you wanted to get engaged. I feel like that's very likely here, or you're going to get married, but something you wanted. It really comes up to me even the strongest, like somebody that you've had your eye on, you are now connected to them. That's how it comes up the strongest to me. But so that's good news, Capricorn. That's coming up off of the Four of Rods. Some of you married Capricorns may be strategizing and planning to depart on some interesting journey, like a trip maybe to a couple different countries, or to see something very special or specific. But I also get strategizing and planning things. So you may be also, it could be about business. Maybe you and your significant other are going to have a business together, and you're strategizing and planning with that. And it can also be wow, so many things. You could be strategizing and planning your wills, and setting up trust funds, or wills for your family, like looking over how things are going to be handled. It can be that. I just see, however, in the multitude of ways that you could strategize if you were already in a couple, that word is coming up strongly for July. Strategizing things going on in your family, and or connected to a family business, and also significant and interesting travel comes up. That's for you already married or coupled with a significant other relationship, Capricorns. But you single ones, you're getting what you want. So I don't want anybody to complain to me anymore about Capricorns don't get anything about love, because that one sounded to me like it did. So I hope this reading was of help to you, and I certainly hope it made sense. I want to thank you so much for liking, sharing, and watching my videos. Thank you for subscribing and for Google Plusing. I do truly appreciate that. And please be sure to subscribe. That way you'll get notified when I post my monthly Psychic Tarot readings and my mid-month Psychic Tarot updates. And if you follow me on Facebook, I do post things there daily. You won't be able to see here on YouTube. And also please follow me on Twitter. If you would like to get a continuation of this reading, Capricorn, where I look into the crystal for you for July 2016, you can access these videos as always by clicking below in the Show More section at the link there, and it will take you to my Vimeo videos on demand page for Capricorns, well, for all the readings for July 2016 crystal readings for each sign of the zodiac for download and purchase. You can also access these videos by going to my website, theluckymermaid.com, clicking on the videos tab on my menu and go to page 6. And there you will see July 2016 crystal readings for each sign. You just click on your sign and it will take you to that video on Vimeo. So I want to thank you very much for that. And I want to say happy 4th of July to all my American friends out there. And to everyone, I hope you have a fantastic month of July, and know that I wish you many blessings and peace.